How's it going? Be doing another a pair of drink reviews, but I need to get this going. It's public. Looks good. Get the other one running. Whoops. A little bit slow. How's it going? Just making sure everything is working before I get started. Oh, that one didn't work. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's go back. Technical difficulties. Let's try that again. All right. Looks like it's working now. Of course, this is a live stream, so I'm going to go over 2 different drinks that I'm trying out today. And if I get any questions related to those, of course, I'll answer them if I see them. But anything unrelated to what I'm doing with these drinks, I'm not going to respond to until I'm done with the mainstream. Anyways, got 2 interesting ones today. Well, one common one, most likely, and then this is a little bit more unique. I'm not going to start with this one, but it's called Soylent, and it's supposed to be a complete, like, very complete meal replacement drink, which we'll try out. But I have 1 cup, so I think starting with this one is better, because that's going to be very thick and yeah. Anyways, started with this vitamin water kiwi focus. What is it? Vitamin water kiwi strawberry focus. So vitamin water tends to have a unique spin on each of their drinks with different ingredients. Let's go for the nutrition facts. We've got 100 calories for this bottle, which is 20 fluid ounce, 591 milliliters. 100 calories for the bottle. Has 0 total fat, 26 total carbohydrates. Of that, 26 grams of total sugars. And then it's got a trace amount of potassium. So it has vitamin C 100%, B12 300%, magnesium 4% of your daily value, vitamin A 50%, B6 300%, and pantothenic acid 300%. It also has 6 milligrams of caffeine for the bottle, which is very low, but it has caffeine in it. That's probably why they call it Focus, even though 6 milligrams is very low. Then we've got ingredients: reverse osmosis water, which is a type of filtering of water. Crystalline fructose, and it says less than 0.5% of vitamin A, C, B5, B6, B12, as well as electrolytes, which is magnesium and calcium lactates and potassium phosphate. Although it does say, in the nutrition facts, it says 0 milligrams of sodium. And then also has guarana seed extract, caffeine, which is the 6 milligrams, citric acid, cane sugar, gum, ACACIA, acacia, glycerol ester of rosin, which is used to keep things mixed together, I think. And then natural flavors, vegetable juices for color. And it's made in Atlanta, Georgia. Yep, that's that. Has a very interesting look to it. I think I might have reviewed this recently, but I don't even remember anymore. I'll do it again. Anyways, yeah, that's the vitamin water kiwi strawberry focus. I'm gonna pop this open, try it out. But for that, I'll show this stuff on screen so you can get a view for yourself if you want to see it directly. There's the different vitamins. There's the mention of the caffeine on the bottom here. There's the size. And we've got our ingredients. Pretty big list. Try to hold the camera steady as I can. I mean, that bottle. The camera's not moving. All right. I think we're good on that. There's not really anything else to show here. Oh, they've got a little bit of marketing material. Yeah, that's quite the statement. Anyways, let's have their logo on the top. All right. Pop it open. It's very pink. Yeah, I'm getting deja vu, so I probably reviewed this one recently. That's okay. Nice color to it. It says natural, or I mean vegetable juice for the color. Can't see with my glass. I mean, with my glasses on, I can't see up close very well. So that's what it looks like. Let's do a smell test. It smells kind of fruity, no surprise. Yeah. All right. Let's try this out. Again, this is the Vitamin Water Kiwi Strawberry Focus. Does it taste like kiwi or strawberries? Hmm. Obviously, it has no juice in it. It to me, it's similar tasting to any type of sports drink. That like generic fruit flavor. Yeah. And it tastes pretty good. Got a very slight sourness to it. Even maybe a tiny bit of bitterness. Probably from the vitamins and stuff. I do think it tastes generally pretty good. Some type of fruit-esque flavor. Does it specifically taste like strawberry? Kiwi? I don't know, but yeah, I guess some type of berry like flavor. Kiwi you would think would add a bunch of tanginess and such to it. Maybe very slight, but not enough for me to really notice it. Yeah. but I do think it tastes fine. It tastes good, and it has 100 calories, so it's not crazy amount of calories for this large 20-ounce bottle. But yeah, it seems decent for what it is. A little bit of caffeine, a bunch of vitamins, crystalline fructose, whatever that is, for the sugar. Not too bad. All right. Next up, clear out my cup a little bit. So that's kind of a fair shake on the other one. Just water. So this next one has a very unique history to it. I don't know the details. That well, really. We could look it up, but the goal with this drink, I think, was supposed to be a complete, like, fully complete meal replacement type drink, and then the creator was only consuming this thing that he was making or something like that. Again, I don't remember the details exactly, but eventually got into stores and such. It's called Soylent, which is a very odd name, but because it relates, I think it's kind of related to a book, which is weird. But that I don't remember the details on that either. You can look it up if you're very curious. But anyways, it has a unusual history and stuff to it. Anyways, nutrition facts. This is one bottle, obviously, for the full meal. 14 fluid ounces, 414 milliliters. They call it ready to drink meal. This is vanilla, naturally flavored. 400 calories for this bottle. 24 grams of total fat. 2.5 grams of saturated fat. 0 grams of trans fat. Polyunsaturated fat, 3 grams. Monosaturated fat, 18 grams. 0 milligrams of cholesterol. 300 milligrams of sodium. 36 grams of total carbohydrates. 3 grams of dietary fiber. 1 gram of total fiber, or 1 gram of total sugars. Yeah. And then 20 grams of protein. And then the vitamin list is big. So we've got vitamin D, iron, vitamin A, E, thiamine, niacin, folate, which is B12, biotin, iodine, zinc, copper, chromium, choline, calcium, potassium, vitamin C, K, riboflavin, B6, I mentioned B12, pantothenic acid, phosphorus, magnesium, selenium, manganese, molybdenum, and chloride, chloride. Yeah, and that other one was molybdenum. So most of those are at 20% of your daily value. Some of them are at 15%, it looks like. All right. And then the ingredients, this is, again, a very big list. Filtered water, soy protein isolate. Oh, there's like no spaces in the text here. Maltodextrin. Man, this is difficult to read. High OLEIC. High oleic sunflower oil. allulose, which I think is a sugar of some sort, canola oil, cellulose, vitamins and minerals, premix, natural flavors, soluble corn fiber, soy lecithin, salt, gellan gum, and sucralose. So sucralose is a sugar alternative. I didn't know that's in here. Like mentioning that one. So it's probably a gram of it, maybe. And then the vitamin mineral premix is also listed on here, but it's everything that was on the vitamin list. So let's see, they are in Los Angeles, California. And says no artificial flavors or colors, gluten free, vegan. 20 vitamins and minerals, 9 amino acids, omega 3, omega 6. All right. So it says Soylent is not intended to replace every meal, but can replace any meal. So I guess they decided to not be focused on a complete food thing. Yeah, like I said, I don't know the details of how it all worked out for that person and all the other people trying to only consume this. Anyways, just after opening, reseal, refrigerate, and enjoy within 3 days. It says sustainable US soy, like a little label on there. All right. So yeah, it's a very intense sounding meal and a drink and a meal, whatever you call it. So it says, yeah, I can show that stuff on screen, I guess, because that was a lot. There's the 400 calories, a bunch of fats and such, some sodium, a little bit of fiber, protein. 20 grams of protein seems pretty good. And then all of the various vitamins. I mean, something like this might be a decent meal, to start the day, maybe, or maybe at the end of the day. Or I guess I personally prefer to have the larger meal in the middle, so lunchtime. So I don't think I would do this for a lunch thing, but yeah, I guess that'd be up to you. What you prefer, really. I'll see if it bothers me. So sometimes drinks like this might get some bothered stomach. I mean, that obviously depends on you and what you can handle with stuff like this. Yeah. Anyways, gonna open this up and try it out. It's the vanilla version. Oops. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Easy enough. It's got a safety cap thing on there. That's nice. Very thick. No surprise. Looks like a very, very thick milk. See it kind of attached to the sides of the cup. My camera does not want to focus on it. Yep. All right, let's try this out. First off, the smell test. Very definitely smells like vitamins. Okay, the vanilla is coming through. It almost smells like cereal. So you add milk to cereal, and then that's kind of what it smells like. I can't think of what cereal though. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. All right, this is the Soylent vanilla. Let's try it out. Very thick. Pretty sweet tasting. A little grainy. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes pretty nice. Pretty easy to drink. There's a fair amount of bitterness to it. And like I said, it's kind of grainy. Yeah, I don't think I would normally put it into a cup because you're going to waste so much of it. It's going to kind of adhere to the cup. Wow. Oh, well. Yeah. It tastes pretty decent for what it is. Obviously, it has a lot of nutrients or vitamins, minerals, whatever you want to call it, in there. A good amount of fat. It's clearly not a low calorie drink, 400 calories. But I think it's an interesting option. Obviously, this is going to be something where you'll need to try it. And I wouldn't try this, honestly, like I did in the morning or like late morning. Because if it doesn't work out with your body, you're going to have a really unpleasant day. So I'd probably try something like this for the first time at the end, maybe, as long as, or maybe do it out of before a weekend or something, so that if you have a bad day afterwards, then you won't have an embarrassing bad day. I guess I could say something like that. Anyways, yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't think I've had issues with this specific brand. I'm just saying with drinks like this, you might have some digestional uh, upheaval. I don't know what word I could use, depending. So, yeah. Anyways, that was the Soylent vanilla one. I think it tastes pretty nice. Got the simple vanilla flavor, fair amount of sweetness to it. There's some bitterness, obviously, with all the ingredients and stuff. Uh, it's fairly thick. It's a little bit grainy, but that could be just the one that I have. Yeah, seems all right. I think it's nice, but I'll find out later today if it worked out well. Anyways, yeah, and that's the Soylent vanilla, and then we had the Kiwi strawberry focus vitamin water. Pretty interesting combination of drinks today. All right, I'm going to head out. Hopefully, you enjoyed the video, if you watched it live, or see it later. See ya. And also the YouTube one.